Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, we're talking about 3 gigantic pieces of news regarding HIMS. These are enormous. We've got a new CTO. We've got a note offering. We have an update to that note offering. And you know what? That update dropped at midnight Pacific time. I swear, Andrew, you're killing me here. I'm making this video at 3 a.m. my time. So I am burning the midnight oil. And just, for me, burning the midnight oil for you, just please leave me a like and subscribe. Actually, Shamas this. Like and subscribe as usual. And yeah, check out my Patreon. You can get my DCF on HIMS for only $1. So yeah, after hours, people don't really know what to make of the news. I know what to make of it. They don't. So that's their loss. Actually, you can check out right there. That's proof. I'm recording this at night. I'm showing you the window. It's open. Okay, so let's get into it. First off, HIMS and HERS appoints AI expert and former president and CTO at Cruise as Chief Technology Officer. Finally, we have a CTO. Okay, so yeah, Mo Elshanawi joins as the company doubles down on the role AI will play in the next generation of healthcare. So yeah, it says HIMS and HERS Health, leading health and wellness platform, today announced the appointment of Mo Elshanawi, a proven technology executive with deep expertise in AI and large-scale infrastructure, as the company's new CTO. His appointment marks a key milestone as HIMS and HERS accelerates its vision to build the next-generation healthcare platform, powered by AI and designed to deliver deeply personalized, accessible care at scale. Okay, so what's going on here? What's going on here is, Elshanawi, sometime in the future, I'll know how to pronounce his name. So yeah, Elshanawi, he has 2 decades of experience. A lot of that was actually at Cruise, before they went under. So anyway, he actually was the CTO and president at Cruise, which was the autonomous robotaxi firm. Before that, he was at none other than Amazon. So he's the second C-suite executive that HIMS has acquired that has previous Amazon experience within the last week. In 5 days. 5 days. HIMS brought on 2 of these executives. It's absolutely insane. So anyway, going on. So yeah, it says Mo led the organization through critical phases across regulatory, operations, and technical development to launch and scale the first commercial driverless rideshare service in San Francisco. He has also held senior leadership roles at Amazon, which we'll get into, where he led global engineering at the company's re-commerce business and led the creation of retail data, blah, blah. Okay. What's interesting about him is he is a serial entrepreneur. He's on the boards of many companies, and it even says here he holds himself more than 10 patents across AI, robotics, and autonomous vehicles. So he's in the know, and he's really kind of just there in this whole thing. He's basically the man. So anyway, let's go with what does Andrew say about this, the HIMS CEO. He says the future of care connects diagnosis, treatment, and delivery seamlessly and in a way that feels tailored to the individual. We believe AI is an important way to standardize high-quality care globally. Globally, keyword. Now, I'm going to discuss that more in a second, but yeah, that is a very key thing here. Globally, to millions of people, regardless of their income or where they live. Now, the reason why I'm focusing on the word global is that's the whole focus of this entire week. All the moves HIMS has made this entire week has been global expansion. This includes the COO that HIMS recently brought on. He also has global outreach, and they hired him because of his global experience in global expansion, in basically taking the business and expanding it all across the world. He continues, our ambition to build a platform that offers access to safe, high-quality personalized care requires an accelerated investment in technology, and Mo is just the leader to drive that work. We are standing at the edge of a healthcare revolution, and HIMS and Hers is uniquely positioned to lead it, said El-Shanawi. By harnessing the transformative power of AI and data, we can reimagine how care is delivered, making it more intelligent, more personal, and radically more accessible. I'm honored to join a team that shares this bold vision and is building a next-generation platform designed to serve millions with the precision and empathy every person deserves. You can read the rest of this yourself, and yeah, that's the basic thing here is he's going to be powering basically the data and driving the personalization of HIMS. Because the thing about HIMS is that's their moat. Their moat is personalized medication. And the more they can analyze their data and gain insights from their data and be able to recommend these personalized dosages to their customers, the more money they're going to make. So that's the whole thing here is sort of revolutionizing this approach to medication and revolutionizing this approach to personalized medication. And yeah, you can read all about that more. So what did I do? First thing I do every time we hire somebody new is I head on to LinkedIn. So yeah, Mohammed Mo El-Shanawi, his LinkedIn profile. So what is he up to? So yeah, on his About page, he lists this information. He is the president and CTO of Cruise, and of various other things. He also was at Amazon's e-commerce business, powering a multi-billion-dollar business and developing foundational retail dynamic analytics platforms. He also served as founding CTO for multiple AI and cloud-native startups. He's a busy guy. He's very busy. Does a lot of different things. Combining deep technical expertise with product-driven execution, you can read more about this here. It's interesting that he himself has 10 different patents. I thought that was very fascinating. But here's his experience at Amazon. He was there for over 3 years. He started as the head of technology, promoted to the head of global technology, Amazon warehouse deals, liquidations, core e-commerce platform. And yeah, here's his experience at Cruise. Actually, he got promoted several times at Cruise. He started as the VP of Engineering, became the Senior Vice President of Engineering, Executive Vice President, and then President and CTO. They only do that if they really like you, and you're doing a fantastic job. So anyway, you can read the details here. I'm not going to go into it too much. I'm just going to say this one last piece about him. Is Mohammed El-Shanawi posted this on LinkedIn. So yeah, you can check out it on LinkedIn. Just check his LinkedIn out, and you'll see this post. So yeah, he says, I'm thrilled to share that I'll be joining HIMS and Hers as CTO. This is a company with a bold mission to make high-quality, personalized care more accessible than ever. Healthcare is at an inflection point, and HIMS and Hers is uniquely positioned to lead. The platform is already trusted by millions, and now we're doubling down on technology and AI to take that to the next level. Throughout my career, I've been drawn to building systems that use technology to solve real-world problems, whether launching autonomous vehicles at Cruise or shaping global platforms at Amazon. The common thread has always been this: using innovation to serve people at scale. By the way, have you seen my cat walking around? I love it when she does that. That's what excites me most about HIMS and Hers, bringing that same energy to healthcare, powered by AI, data, and one of the richest consumer care data sets in the space. With a uniquely rich data set from years of direct-to-consumer care and a growing network of clinicians, we have the ingredients to build something transformative. We're not just building tools, we're creating an intelligent, responsive platform that delivers proactive, personal care when and where people need it most. I couldn't be more excited for what's ahead. Let's build for the future of care. You know, I've actually been kind of interested about this whole facet about HIMS, in that they've been able to expand so much, but spend so little in research and development. So they're obviously fixing that now, and boosting their R&D spend to be able to take them to that next level. That's what they're doing here. But yeah, you'll notice in their previous reports, they've been spending very little on research and development up until now. So yeah, they're fueling this and they're going full speed. So yeah, global expansion. This is in their last report, their last quarterly report. Says the beauty of our model is that the potential benefits are not restricted by geographic borders. The desire for healthcare is that convenient, accessible, customized, affordable, and transparent is not limited to the United States. Recent traction in the United Kingdom has given us a strong belief in our ability to scale these benefits globally, and you can read the rest. Okay, so it's going to be a combination of organic and acquisitions, M&A. That's what this is going to be through, and that's what these this note offering is about as well. Is this essentially? So yeah, that's the thing is. Okay, the other factor is, okay, let's just continue, and then I got something really important to say. So yeah, what's the other news? HIMS and HERS Incorporated announces proposed convertible senior notes offering to accelerate global expansion and utilization of AI in healthcare. It's basically what we just discussed. So what they did is they hired this guy, El Shnawi, and they said, you know what? You need money, don't you? And plus, we're expanding. They hired El Shnawi and their new COO. So they have their CTO and their COO, both hired last week. And they said, you know what? We're expanding. You guys need money to expand. Lots of money, lots more money than HIMS currently has. They've only got about $200-something million in available cash on hand. So they needed lots of money. So earlier today, well, earlier yesterday now, since it's 3 in the freaking morning, but yeah, earlier yesterday, HIMS basically went to the bank and said, you know what? Or they went to their market maker. They said, we need $450 million for this global expansion, for this artificial intelligence, personalization, this vertical integration that they do. So the thing is, HIMS is a vertically integrated company. They do, the pharmacies themselves, all the way to compounded medications, to shipping that to customers, to the website, everything is run. They try to do as much as possible themselves. Occasionally, they'll acquire stuff from a third party. For example, they acquired their personalized compounded GLP medications from a third party, BPL Labs. But whenever possible, they try to do it in-house. They have 3 pharmacies in the United States right now. So yeah, when they expand globally, they're going to want that to be vertical as well. So that's the thing is, as part of this will probably be some sort of acquisition. What that acquisition is, we'll have to see. So yeah, part of it's going to be, I think, an acquisition. Part of it's going to be just expansion, because you got to market these new opportunities wherever you go. You got to market, and that costs money. And then it's also going to be artificial intelligence and building out the research and development team to harness their data to bring in new revenue streams, bring in new customers, and all that stuff. So that's what this is all about. So yeah, when they went to their market maker, they said we need $450 million, possibly bringing in $67.5 million more beyond that. And they basically respond saying, you know what? Okay, we'll look into it. We're going to check with people that have money. And you know what? In today's interesting world, it's actually really hard to acquire money because everybody's kind of unsure of the state of the economy with the tariffs, possible recessions happening. Just everything's in chaos right now. So, companies themselves are delaying their IPOs. IPOs are being delayed in today's environment, especially fintech companies. So everybody's kind of unsure of what's going on. And especially when you're doing investments, stock market's down. People are scared. Their fear index is huge right now. So to do this share offering, HIMS actually chose an opportune time to do this because their stock price skyrocketed. It doubled in the last month. HIMS' stock price doubled from $25 to $50. They said, okay, time to strike. We need money. We need money now. And they're able to do this at an elevated stock price in order to limit their dilution. That's the whole thing, is limit the dilution as much as possible. Okay, so pay attention to this other thing. This HIMS has the opportunity to repurchase the shares in May 19th, 2028, and after that. Now, also notice that 130% number that will come I'll talk about that later. That's very important though. And they're also doing this thing called a capped call. So here's the deets. So these notes are to fund global expansion, utilization of AI in healthcare, and the CEO and the CTO from Amazon are both in global expansion. On the earnings call, Yemi Okupe said most investment in the coming years will be organic, but HIMS wants the flexibility to opportunistically accelerate our roadmap through strategic acquisitions. So, yeah, the initial proposal is $450 million plus more. So the questions that we had this morning that were unknown then were a couple things. Number one was what the conversion rate was going to be, how much per share they were going to get for that money, because these are convertible notes. These convert into shares. So this is dilution we're talking about. So that was a question. The interest rates were a question, the dilution, and obviously we needed the update to figure that out. And I wasn't expecting the update to drop at midnight. It dropped at midnight. Andrew, you're killing me here. You're killing me. What time is it now? It is 3:18 a.m., Andrew. You're killing me. All right. So anyway, the banks loved it. So yeah, the offering was upsized to $870 million. The only reason upsizings happen is when the interest, the excitement among the investors is so big that the company says, you know what? Screw the $450 million. We can get more money for less. Let me explain. Okay, so what's going to happen here is, I'll just get to the point. Okay, so there's huge demand from these market makers, these lenders. And as I was mentioning before, in this uncertain economy, to have this huge demand for this note offering is astronomical. Okay, there's a couple things. Number one, it was upsized to $870 million to $1 billion. On top of that, these notes have zero interest. Zero interest. So yeah, the conversion rate is $70.67, which is a 37.5% appreciation from today's stock price. Now, so the dilution is going to be about 12.3 to 14.2 million new shares. That's a dilution of 4.9 to 5.76%. Now, HIMS has the option to repurchase these shares at 30% above the conversion price. So HIMS, and again, after May 31st or whatever it was in 2028, HIMS can turn around and say, you know what, we're rebuying these shares for a 30% premium from what we promised you. So they can repurchase these shares from those people at $91.87 per share. So what this means is that if HIMS were to repurchase these shares, obviously it's going to cost them money. It's going to cost them a 30% premium. But if they were to, it would not cost them dilution. So here's the thing. I'm going to throw you a hypothetical. If HIMS stock were to increase to let's say $200 per share in 2029. Let's just do a hypothetical. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'd love if it did, but I'm not saying that's going to happen. But if that were to happen, HIMS can actually just issue more shares or do something. Let's say they don't even have money. Let's say they have zero cash. Their stock price is $200 per share. They can actually issue more shares at $200 per share to repay these notes at the much cheaper price. So they could issue a share at $200 to repay 2 shares at $91.87. So that way they can sort of cut the dilution in half just by having the stock at $200 per share. So that's just a hypothetical. Another hypothetical, obviously, is HIMS just explodes and starts raking in the cash and could just to say, you know what, we're going to pay you back the $91.87 because obviously if HIMS stock is at $200 per share, It's much more accretive to buy back these shares at $91.87 as opposed to buying back shares after they convert at $200 per share, or $150, or even $100, or even $92. Even $92. It'd be better to repurchase these shares at $91.87. And keep in mind these are capped call transactions, so the maximum upside really for these lenders is 30% on top of the conversion price. So with that said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my Patreon. Remember, it's only $1. And yeah, it's 3:22 a.m. I'm checking out. I'm going to go to bed. And I will see you in the next one.